The Secret of the Long Life. The story of Grandma Keiko. The morning sun rose softly over a small coastal village in Japan, casting golden light on the wooden houses, the quiet streets, and the long stretches of green fields. In this peaceful place lived an elderly woman named Keiko Mori, who at the age of 94 still woke up before dawn every day, tied her shoes with steady hands, and stepped outside for her morning walk. Her neighbors often joked that she had more energy than people half her age. But to Keiko, her routine was neither special nor difficult. It was simply the way she had lived her entire life, just as many people across Japan had lived theirs slowly, mindfully, and with a deep respect for balance. Keiko's story is not unusual in Japan, a country known around the world for its long-lived people. Yet the true secret behind this remarkable longevity is not found in medicines or expensive treatments, but in the quiet, everyday choices that shape their lives. For people in America and Europe, understanding this lifestyle can be more than inspiring. It can be a map, guiding anyone toward a life that is healthier, calmer, and filled with strength for many decades. Keiko began her day by walking through the narrow path that curved along the edge of rice fields. The cool morning breeze carried the smell of the sea, and she paused often just to breathe deeply. She always believed that nature healed the heart, and scientists today say she may have been right. The Japanese spend more time outdoors than many people in Western countries, even in big cities. From school children to office workers to elders like Keiko, going outside is part of life, not a special event. This constant connection with nature lowers stress, improves mood, and strengthens the body in ways that pills cannot. After her walk, Keiko returned home to prepare breakfast. She cooked simple dishes: a bowl of warm miso soup rich in probiotics, a handful of vegetables lightly steamed, a piece of grilled fish full of omega-3 fats, and a serving of rice. She ate slowly, savoring each bite, always stopping when she felt almost full. This habit, called hara-hachi-bu, is common in many parts of Japan and helps prevent overeating, something many American and European doctors warn against. Instead of rushing meals or eating until they cannot move, the Japanese value moderation, quality of food, and the joy of sharing meals with others. While washing her dishes, Keiko hummed a folk song her grandmother had taught her. She lived alone, but she was never lonely. Her neighbors visited often, and she joined group activities at the village center twice a week. In Japan, community is not an option, it is a lifeline. People look after one another, celebrate together, grieve together, and spend time together. Studies show that strong social bonds reduce the risk of depression, heart disease, and even early death. Meanwhile, loneliness has become a major health issue in America and Europe, especially among older adults. Keiko often said that the body needs food, but the heart needs people. One afternoon, Keiko sat beneath an old cherry tree in her garden, trimming the tiny green shoots on her bonsai plant. She smiled as she worked, her hands steady from years of practice. Hobbies like gardening, craftwork, and traditional arts are common in Japan, where people hold on to passions even into their 90s. These activities keep the brain sharp and the spirit alive. In contrast, many people in Western countries stop pursuing hobbies as they age, leaving the mind unchallenged and the days long and empty. But the most surprising thing about Keiko's life was how much she moved without thinking of it as exercise. She cleaned her house by hand, walked to nearby shops instead of driving, climbed stairs without hesitation, and spent hours tending her garden. In many Japanese communities, physical activity is built naturally into the day. This gentle, continuous movement protects the heart, strengthens muscles, and keeps joints flexible, not through intense workouts, but through simple consistency. Meanwhile, many Americans and Europeans spend long hours sitting, driving, or staring at screens, causing problems that no medicine can fully fix. Keiko had lived through many challenges, storms, losses, economic hardships, yet she remained calm and grateful. The Japanese practice of mindfulness, whether through tea ceremonies, calligraphy, meditation, or or simply pausing to appreciate the present moment has shaped their national character. They do not run behind life. They walk with it. Even in busy cities like Tokyo, people are taught from childhood to greet others politely, take care of public spaces, and create harmony wherever possible. This culture of respect reduces stress and builds emotional resilience, factors closely linked to long-term health. One evening, Keiko welcomed her granddaughter, Aiko, and her family for dinner. They gathered around a low wooden table, eating seasonal foods, pumpkin, daikon radish, fresh tofu, and laughing at old family stories. Aiko noticed the glow on her grandmother's face and whispered, "Grandma, how do you stay so healthy?" "You're stronger than all of us." Keiko smiled gently. "My dear," she said, "health is not a treasure you find. It is something you build, little by little, every day. You eat well, you move your body, you care for others, and you stay grateful. If you do these things, life takes care of you." As the night wrapped the village in silence, Keiko stepped outside to look at the stars. She felt the cool air on her skin, the steady beat of her heart, the peace of a life lived with balance. She had never traveled far from her village, yet her way of living carried a wisdom that people across the world are now beginning to rediscover. For people in America and Europe, her story offers a lesson both simple and powerful. Longevity is not a miracle reserved for a few. It is the result of choosing small, meaningful habits every single day. A life close to nature, a diet of real foods, strong social connections, continuous gentle movement, and a calm, grateful heart. These are the pillars that keep the Japanese healthy and strong for so long. Keiko's life, like many others in Japan, shows that growing older does not mean becoming weak or helpless. It can be a time of confidence, clarity, and quiet joy. And while every culture is different, the principles that guide Japanese longevity belong to no single country. They belong to anyone who chooses to live with intention. With each choice, each step, each shared meal, people everywhere can build a life that is longer, healthier, and filled with the same peaceful glow that shone in Keiko Mori's gentle smile as she welcomed each new day.